Hello! It's a follow-on review. Well, almost. You may remember a couple of weeks ago I reviewed something that was basically a Game King with some built-in games, kind of. Well, I mentioned at the time that I had one myself, but I'd lost it. I've found it now. You can tell by the way you can see it with your eyes. Let's have a look at it. New YD.matrix YD965 blah blah blah. Again, it doesn't have a proper name, and I find that very disappointing. Also makes it very difficult to title the video. It's just basically the same as the other thing, except it looks far, far more like a DS and appears to have two fake screens instead of just one. That's always nice. The games are Tank. It's got a tank in it. King Boxing. You get to box kings. It's showing a screenshot of a game called Super Fighter, which I have no recollection of. Interesting. The Wall, which is like Arkanoid only pretty. Star War. In these times of austerity, they can only afford the one. And here's a picture of Ace Combat or something. And Risk King. We don't know what he's risking. Risking a lawsuit from the makers of Super Mario and Alex Kidd, I would have thought by the looks of that. The unit itself is just one of these things. You know, it's fake DS, you can tell. But on the plus side, it is the first game player with Dot Matrix LTD with coloured background changeable cards. If I remember, so was the other one the first game player. There's a lot of firsts in the realm of rip-off electronics. Built-in 5 games with backlight, patented product, backlight, new, backlight, new, backlight, new. They don't have any actual selling point, do they? Go on then, let's open it up and pretend we're interested. I have actually played all 5 games before, but I can't remember what any of them are like. The unit is like a slightly chunky and remarkably cheaply made, in fact shabbily made, I would go as far as to say, DS or DS Lite to be more accurate. The games, again, are just little cards with lumps on that tell it which game to play and is in fact just a background. And the unit itself has a slot for batteries, and that's all you can pretty much access before you open it up. 8+, 0 to 3 sad onions. Yep, again, we all exist in some limbo between the ages of 3 and 8 where we can't play it or we can play it, but maybe our eyes catch fire. Here it is. Something tells me that the bottom screen may just be a sticker. It's probably the fact that it's obviously just a sticker, but the rest of it is remarkably similar to the other one. It's got all the same controls, blah blah blah. Except it has this weird system where you sort of open up to put the cards in there for the background. The first game being Tank. If we remove it, you can see the guts. That's always fun. Ugh. Oh well, enough of this anyway. Let's see what the exciting games are like, starting off with Tank. The drama of Tank. This music will almost certainly be the most exciting thing by a factor of 500. Okay, start then. Stage 1, score life. That's a very strange score. Off we go. That'll be a tank then. Oh no, it's having blobs fired at it. Can't move diagonally. Oh yes you can. It's just that the controls are really horrible. Brilliant. Okay, that'll be firing explosives then. Other bucket... The other button just sort of shoots little squares upwards. That's very strange. Okay, let's progress up the landscape and see what battles await. Aren't so very boring ones. Why isn't the green moving? Oh yeah, because it's literally painted on. Oh, that looks like a problem. Let's get out of the way. Oh dear, I've been hit. I've lost a battery or something in the top left and the red light flashed. I'm bored. Blow it up. Shoot, shoot. Oh, I think we killed somebody. I'm not entirely sure. But one thing's for sure, I don't entirely care. Oh, it's another one of those. Oh, it can actually shoot at me from here, look. But I can shoot at it. This gives me a certain advantage in this battle. And predictably, I'm going to win. No, I'm not. Hang on. Oh. Man, this is boring. Yes, I think it's hitting it. It's making a different noise. It's blown up! Hooray! Look, here's a fence. Well, I think we get the idea of this one. It's sort of a vertically scrolling shoot-em-up. Is that a... My goodness, it's a person! Correction, it was. Can we scroll back down, I wondered, see what this was? Yes, a proper area. Oh, except I've evaporated. That's always a problem when your tank evaporates. Go on, watch this then. It looks like a thing. Oh, I've blown it up. And got a BP medal! I think that will do for this game. I don't think anything's going to top getting a BP medal in a very, very dull scrolling shoot-em-up. Hang on, I've just realised something. Listen. I know this tune. They've nicked this from another game and reprogrammed it to play in a beepy fashion. But which game? I can't put my fingers on it. Be sure to tell me in the rudest manner possible in the comments below. The Wall. Wall of China, by the sounds of the music. Or maybe it's a Pink Floyd reference. Hey, octopus, leave those kids alone. This is just going to be Arkanoid, isn't it? Ooh, there's a demo mode, but I killed it. Never mind. The score is still life, so at least it's existential. Oh, well, yeah, this isn't going to be very interesting, is it? Oh no, and it's one of those games where the ball only moves at 90-degree angles, look. Oh, not to worry, it's gone multi-ball and confusing. Oh no, the power-ups are more confusing than actually playing it normally. This is weird, actually. It's more like I've got the ghost of a bat than an actual bat. And why is the octopus lurking behind the wall? What is its story? Answer, we'd probably know if it came with any instructions. I do miss the old proper Game King games, actually, which always had some ridiculous, incredibly badly translated story that made no sense whatsoever, often about superheroes that were also ducks. Come on, then. Can we clear the whole board? Probably might take us a month, actually, due to this 90-degree only ball that's bouncing around. When I say ball, it's clearly just a plus symbol. Come on. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's supposed to be stuck just in the corners. Didn't get a lot of play testing, this one. Let's try and move off a little bit. Will that help? Nope, it's still going to do the same thing forever. Well, that was fascinating, wasn't it? I think we've learnt something here. If you ever try and destroy a wall in front of an octopus, it's a futile effort. Ooh, it's all gone a bit Street Fighter 2 for King Boxing. What is it with royalty in these games? Always wanting to beat each other up. Come on then. Start. Begin. Something happen. Here we go. King Boxing. Ooh, pick my character. We've got a mess of pixels. Somebody with a very square nose, reminds me a bit of the characters from The Way of the Exploding Fist, and it's automatically selected for me. Thanks! Okay, it's Nose Boy versus Pixel Man. Punch, punch! Oh yeah, look at that. I am Ryu and you're somebody slightly different. Woo! Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you test me, I'm sure you'll find we've got no moves. Right. Oh wow, Billy Kane's club trick there from King of Fighters. How is he doing so many special moves, and yet I can do virtually nothing? I've got this strange crouching kick, which makes it look like he's horribly injuring himself whenever he does it. There's some punching going on. Occasionally, here we go. I'm getting beaten quite badly, in case you hadn't noticed. I really wish I had some instructions or something at this stage to actually tell me how to do the special moves. Look, he's throwing clouds! That's cheating. And now he's got a weird stick he's flying across the room with. This isn't fair, it's supposed to be unarmed combat, no sticks. Blimey, hang on, now he's in the air, what's going on there? Ah, look, if you... Right, that was a very weird special move. He's got like a kind of lazy version of the spinning bird kick. And then when he wins, I fall to the floor incredibly slowly while he waves his mutant hand in the air. Brilliant. I've just discovered the game is sort of on two levels. If you tap up twice, look, whoop, he sort of then stands on the mountain in the background. That's a real Bruce Lee trick. Down twice, he goes back down. A bit like Rolling Thunder or something. Yeah, I can't figure out any moves. If I could just stand over the other side of the screen and chuck fireballs, that would probably be quite good. It's not happening, though, and as a result, this is an extremely frustrating mess, where the only way to win is to continuously jump forward and punch or kick. This is not exactly deep in the way of strategy. I tell you what, I'm going to try picking a different character. Let's see what happens there. Reset. Ooh, turn the volume down before it destroys our eardrums. And... oh wow, Zangief! Ah, now we're talking. The Russian Red Cyclone Plumber, or whatever he's called. Come on. I've just realised this will make no difference, I don't know any special moves. Oh dear. On the plus side, he's got a leg sweep and can punch people out of the air. Well, he looks like Zangief. Is it time for another game yet? Yes, yes it is. That was a hint. What on earth was that? A sort of shrieking Star Wars version or something. Well, Star Wars. It's not obviously taking place amongst the stars because it's got a lake in the background. Start. Ooh, aeroplanes. And incredibly soft rock-sounding music. Is that what you would play in your fighter jet as you destroy enemy aircraft? Maybe it's like Iron Eagle, that 80s film where you had to listen to its rock music to get him in the zone. Except for some reason they're listening to classic gold. Well, you can shoot, you can move, but you can't move diagonally. That is for advanced pilots only. What does the other button do? Lightning flash, smart bomb. Also notice there's a hole in the screen on this one, leaving a black mark. Quality. Oh man, the music's getting on my nerves already. Oh, power, I've got a power up. You can tell by the way, nothing happened. Maybe I've got another one of those, which I've just wasted like an idiot, just so I could see the screen flash. Well, it's vaguely playable. I suppose it's so far more fun than the others. This isn't saying a whole lot, though. Oh. That'll teach me for trying to kiss a turret. I don't like this game very much, but I suppose on a technical level it is somewhat more playable than the others. Also, it is very annoying that it's called Star War and is clearly taking place above some sort of sea with aircraft. Shut up! Shut up! 1,000 times. Then there was silence, and everyone was happy, until he put the next game on, which he's going to do now. Risk King in the world's shriekiest music. What is the Risk King? Is he the king of playing Risk? No, he's a mutant rabbit or something. Can you even hear me talking over this shrieking music? It's already destroyed what brain cells I had left. Right, begin, stop, no, not demo mode. Oh, no, it's done. And relax. And it starts playing the beginning to Michael Jackson's Bad. That's slightly bizarre. It's pretty bad to rip off a dead artist's music. Right, so this is Risk King then. He runs around with a bit of inertia. It's Wonder Boy, isn't it, basically? Oh, except you can't jump on the enemies. Could you jump on the enemies in Wonder Boy? I can't remember. No, this is beginning to get more Super Mario-y now, actually. Yep, you're eating mushrooms. Okay, it's Super Mario. Oh, he's got bigger! He has put on weight. Good for him. Now the women will like him more. Well, this is the most fully featured of the games, I suppose. Oh, look, there was a coin. Yep, this is definitely a rip-off of Mario's. Go on, headbutt. Can we get the thing that lets us shoot fire flowers? No, we can't now, because I got hit. Curses. I'll blame the fact on the joypad, which is absolutely horrible. Notice a slight repetition here, not only in the music, but the backgrounds, the gameplay, and basically everything. Well, I suppose it's nice to see that they are producing things like this, which are a million times better than the pop stations. For instance, these are games that you can play, but not massively impressed by the whole what they're actually like aspect. What is the deal with that music? Very strange. What is he the king of? What is he risking? Why is there no story? We'll just have to make it all up ourselves. I reckon he is the king of Bulgaria. He has been ostracised for being a rabbit, and he is hoping that by recreating Super Mario in his own back garden, the electorate will like him again. Except he's a king, so he doesn't need an electorate. Oh no, my story makes no sense. Hang on, that's perfect. I'll send it to them. So, only one thing remains. We need to try and put the games from the previous unit into this one, because they're in exactly the same format. The same cards, just with little lumps in different positions. Maybe this actually has the guts to play all the games in it. Maybe if you interchange the games, you find the secret map to the legend of Curly's Gold. Who knows? Let's swap it out and put it in. It's just going to think it's still Risk King, isn't it? Come on. Football. Ready. Steady. Disappointment. Yes, tank. Oh well, you can't blame a guy for trying. But please do anyway in the comments. Hold everything! I've found the instructions. They'd fallen out of the packet. Look, I can finally find out how to do the special moves in King Boxing. Ready? Right. In the game, players can use up, down, left, right buttons to control the game's character's moving directions. By pressing up buttons 2 times continuously according to 2 consecutive jump on 1 level up button, down button twice to skip to the next level. Oh dear. A B button to attack. When the players on the left can even increase by 2 left Kai Gong A key made, even by 2 additional B left key hair trick. On the right is the right button twice plus A key hair Kai Gong. Double click right button twice, made additional B button trick. There we are, it was that simple. I can't believe I didn't work it out myself.